CBS News Miami.
Good afternoon and thank you for joining us. I'm Naja Sherman and welcome to CBS News Miami's 4 p.m. Quickcast. Let's take a look at today's top stories and we begin with breaking news. Flames scorched a shed in northeast Miami-Dade. Chopper 4 over the scene. You can see the aftermath of the fire and crews hosing down the shed. This happened along Northeast 174th Street and 7th Avenue. One person was taken to the hospital. No word yet on what sparked that fire. New details after a devastating DUI crash takes the life of 4 people in Miami Gardens. Officials held a press conference with more information about the incident. CBS News Miami's Peter Dinch has the report.
Miami Gardens police had a warning that reckless drivers would be aggressively prosecuted as they released some disturbing new information about the driver's speed. They told us that the driver, 25-year-old Antonio Wilcox Jr, is undergoing medical treatment and is facing 4 counts of vehicular homicide. It said he had alcohol in his system. Police say 3 children and 1 adult were killed and a 4th child is in critical condition along with their mother. They say Wilcox's black Kia Sorento slammed into their white Nissan Altima and hit another vehicle.
Mr. Wilcox was driving at approximately 99 miles per hour, accelerating at the point of impact. The throttle was all the way down. Mr. Wilcox made a conscious decision to get into that vehicle and drive in a reckless manner with no regard to human life. It's actually troubling reporting on this right here, right now in front of you all. I can tell you right now, in my law enforcement career, this has been the worst accident that I have witnessed. And as a matter of fact, our traffic homicide detective has even stated the same. In their many years of investigating these types of crashes, the detective even stated this is the worst accident that he had to investigate.
Police also revealed that 3 of those inside the white Nissan Altima were not wearing seatbelts. They said that Wilcox, who's from Naples, will be brought back to Miami-Dade County once he recovers at a Broward hospital and will be held without bond. We'll have much more in the story coming up at 5. In Miami Gardens, Peter Dinch, CBS News, Miami.
We are following a developing story this afternoon, a deadly discovery inside a home in northeast Miami-Dade. Deputies were called out and found a woman's body inside. CBS News Miami's Morgan Reiner is at the scene where one person was taken into custody.
Neighbors are shocked. They said that this is generally a very quiet neighborhood, and multiple neighbors that we spoke with said they know the man being detained for questioning.
This is normally a peaceful area.
Neighbors were shocked to hear deputies found a woman dead behind this home on Northeast 2nd Avenue and 107th Street. The home across the street from Miami Shores and a few blocks south of Barry University.
So she's been nice. Even when I go to Vegas, I bring her souvenirs and stuff.
Neighbors said it's a mom that's lived in this home since the 90s with her son.
I saw the police over there is in my backyard.
This man did not want to be identified, but early Tuesday morning, he said he went into his backyard to see why investigators were walking around. That's when he says he saw a body in his neighbor's yard. He says a young woman he does not recognize.
I try to figure out who is it.
He called his neighbor, a good friend, a handful of times until she finally answered on the 4th try.
I say, where are you? See what I saw something happen on your house.
The call was brief, and he says he didn't learn much. He said he knows who was detained, but we are working to confirm it with MDSO. MDSO has not said what the detained individual's relationship is to the deceased. The medical examiner took the body away, and investigators broke the crime scene down, but neighbors are left with many questions. We tried knocking on the door to find out, but the person inside did not want to speak. It's unclear at this hour how that woman died. I can tell you that several neighbors reported hearing gunshots around 10 p.m. last night. We will let you know as soon as we get updated information. For now, in Northeast Miami-Dade, Morgan Reiner, CBS News, Miami.
Always alerting, always tracking. This is Next Weather.
Taking a live look outside, a beautiful shot. It has been a warm and dry day across South Florida, and we could expect temps to get even warmer. Next, with our chief meteorologist, Ivan Cabrera, breaks it all down.
All right, thanks a lot, Naja. Yeah, we're going to continue climbing into the 80s. 79 right now. We've come down from low 80s, which is where we've been the last few days. This is a pattern that we've been in. Continues, just some stray showers, possible 10% coverage would be about it, and then we are going to turn more humid. It's still manageable right now, but that'll change later in the week. And our next big change is coming up for next week. After the weekend, we are going to cool things down. But before then, temperatures are going to rival some records here with highs back into the low to mid 80s eventually. Southeast wind, rather gusty this afternoon. We dropped some of the wind gusts here. Miami's still reporting at 20, but we've been between 20 and 25 miles an hour. You can clearly see the wind direction. They're blowing the cumulus fair weather clouds from southeast and northwest, and that's all they are. Just benign cloud cover here for us as the surge in temperatures continues. 78's our normal high. We won't get there until early next week. So the cold front that's coming, technically is what it is going to bring temperatures down to average. And even at night, I think will be nice and pleasant once again as the humidity goes down. But it is going to continue to climb a bit, then kind of plateau, and then that is the front coming in on Monday with lower humidity and some lower temperatures as well. So that's going to feel nice. So isolated rain showers, we'll keep those in the forecast on the front comes in Monday, but our next weather rain track, you'll be able to see a couple of showers here and there. It's not going to be anything significant. There's just no really good moisture around us here. So even though the winds are from the water, there's just not much there to bring us any shower activity. The best we can have is through the early morning hours, get a little humidity coming in, and that would be about it. So you can see there through Thursday, and not much in the way of any significant rainfall. Accumulations that we need, because we're still under this drought, are not going to be there. So 80s again for tomorrow. Valentine's Day hasn't changed. That's still looking very nice with temperatures in the 70s in the morning, and then the afternoon will climb back into the lower 80s with upper 70s. Next, for the 7-day forecast, will take us through the holiday weekend. Maybe you have the 3 days off. That would be nice, right? As we check in on the forecast for tomorrow, we're still going to have breezy conditions, as you saw there. That's going to be the case for Thursday. Rain chances holding at 10%. We'll drop that, I think, on Saturday ahead of the front. We'll get a little drier, and then for Sunday, as the front comes in, our rain coverage goes up to about 20%. Again, just a few showers, and they're not going to be anything significant as far as accumulation. There's President's Day. We drop back to more average temperatures here, finally into the upper 70s. That'll make a difference with the lower humidity by Monday and Tuesday.
Ivan, thank you. Spring break is around the corner, and today the city of Miami Beach spoke about safety measures. The city's goal is to make sure that everyone has a good experience while staying safe. CBS News Miami's Erica Gonzalez has those details.
Simply put, they want to see a repeat of last year. They say breaking up with spring breakers worked, and they don't want to go back. The Break Up campaign was part of a wide-reaching push to control rowdy crowds and reduce violence during spring break. This year, it's also going to include strict rules and fees during the month of March. And this clever video that you're seeing right here, it's using a reality TV parody to really drive home that message. In a news conference today, local officials highlighted a reduction in calls for service, incidents, and arrests in that time period. The mayor from Miami Beach says that they achieved this without hurting local tourism. In fact, he says hotel numbers were up compared to 2023.
Our hotel occupancy was up, and that's because when you walked around Ocean Drive and South Beach, you felt welcoming, you felt safe, you saw families out and about, not only during the day, but at night, enjoying our city. Our restaurants were packed.
Some of the changes spring breakers can expect include parking lots are going to be closed. There's going to be high parking fees, no sidewalk seating along Ocean Drive on the busiest weekends, license plate readers and DUI checkpoints as well. And by the way, liquor stores in the entertainment district will be closing at 8 o'clock at night. Now, based on college schedules, March 13th through the 16th and March 20th through the 23rd are expected to generate the largest spring break crowds this year. So just something to keep in mind. In studio, Erica Gonzalez, CBS News Miami.
When we come back, you might not be able to get as many cartons of eggs as you might like. Find out which store is cracking down and how much you can get next. Welcome back. Now to the first 100 days of the Trump presidency. President Trump met with the King of Jordan Tuesday at the White House. That's as he pushes a plan to relocate about 2 million Palestinians from Gaza. CBS News Miami's Natalie Brand has the details.
Fellow with us. He's been a friend of mine for a long time.
President Trump called the King of Jordan a great partner as he presses the U.S. ally to take in Palestinians from Gaza. Jordan and Egypt had initially rejected talk of relocating people from the war-torn war-torn territory, but today King Abdullah signaled he's open to discussions.
The point is how do we make this work in a way that is good for everybody? Right. Obviously, we have to look at the best interests of the United States, of the people in the region, especially to my people of Jordan.
President Trump backed off his suggestion Monday that the U.S. could withhold aid if they don't cooperate.
I don't have to threaten that. I think we're above that.
As President Trump doubles down on his proposal to redevelop Gaza, he faces pushback from the region. This Palestinian man says we will stay on our rubble. We will not leave. There are also new concerns over the fragile ceasefire deal between Israel and Hamas holding, as Hamas says it will postpone the release of the next round of Israeli hostages, accusing Israel of violating the agreement. President Trump doubled down Tuesday on his ultimatum to Hamas to release all Israeli hostages.
They either have them out by Saturday at 12 o'clock or all bets are off.
This afternoon, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said fighting will resume in Gaza unless more hostages are released by Saturday's deadline. Natalie Brand, CBS News, the White House.
The man accused of killing a United Healthcare CEO has officially accepted more than $300,000 in donations for his legal defense. 26-year-old Luigi Mangione faces murder and terrorism charges in New York. It is for the death of Brian Thompson. The 50-year-old husband and father of two was gunned down outside of a Manhattan hotel in December. A podcaster collected donations for his legal fees.
They're trying to give Luigi terrorism charges, right? School shooters don't even get terrorism charges. And it seems like in this context, the only people whose fear matters in this society is the ultra rich. Everyone is innocent until proven guilty, and this young man deserves a fair trial.
Legal experts are troubled by the outpouring of donations for the accused killer. They say it may present a challenge for prosecutors to select a jury that will listen to the evidence. Now to a consumer alert, Costco is limiting customers to 3 packages of eggs, and they are not the only ones. Shoppers at Trader Joe's will also now be limited to a 1 dozen egg limit per day because of the bird flu. And this comes as egg prices continue to skyrocket and become harder to find. Experts say the cost of eggs will increase up to 20% before the end of the year. That does it for your CBS News Miami Quickcast. I'm Naja Sherman. Stay tuned for more news right here on CBS News Miami, and have a great day.